Was ist da los?
Was sind das eigentlich für vollkommen gestörte Maximalpsychopathen da drüben? San Francisco Streets. Ladies and Gentlemen. San Francisco Streets. Ich bin riesiger Channel 5-Fan von Andrew Callaghan. Kann jeder Journalist noch was lernen? Einfach, weil der auch keine Wertung macht. Also es ist tatsächlich crazy. Dieser Mann ist ein Magnet mit einem Mikrofon. Der wertet gar nichts. Der lässt einfach nur reden. Das ist ganz crazy. Und das funktioniert. Die Leute reden mit ihm. Und drücken sich aus und sagen, was sie fühlen und was sie denken und so weiter und so fort. Und jetzt unter dem Gesichtspunkt, nein, es ist nicht Leroy. Wir reden hier nicht von Leuten, die sagen, hey, der sitzt da und, also der lässt sie auch reden, aber der lässt sie nicht so reden. Ihr werdet schon sehen, was ich meine. Es ist ein deutlicher Unterschied und ich meine nicht die Tatsache, dass der Rollstuhl fehlt, sondern es ist ein Unterschied. Darum würde ich mit euch jetzt gerne die Reise machen nach San Francisco, die Stadt der Träume, ja, die Golden Gate Bridge der Zukunft, ne? Die Tech Valleys, die Twitters, die Microsofts. Es wird ein wilder Ritt. Große Triggerwarnung, große fucking Triggerwarnung. Den Leuten, da geht's nicht so gut. Denen geht's gar nicht gut. Und das ist auch echt schlecht, was da los ist. Aber für den Fall, dass ihr glaubt,
Also, die Gewalt und die ganze hier Verbrecher auf der Straße, das geht ja gar nicht.
imagine, ihr wohnt in San Francisco. Action.
My name is Dennis. I've been doing fentanyl for some years now, for about 3, 4 years, 5 years here in San Francisco. It's an unseen thing, like unseen force that's taking over Frisco, I think. Everybody on hype, on Fetty, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing Fetty. It's the fad now.
Do you use any of the harm reduction services they offer out here?
Yeah, I use them. I use them to get what I need, get my foil, get my tutors, get my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Have you tried to get clean before?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't tried to get clean.
Do you want to?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Hey, what happened? What happened?
Caught on camera, a carjacking in San Francisco in broad daylight.
Why is that Prius speeding away backwards?
A group doing interviews for a web show saw a food delivery.
Ihr fragt euch diese, warte mal, was ist das für ein Video? Wann hat das Video angefangen? Das Video läuft jetzt seit einer Minute. Und ja, ihr habt richtig verstanden. In den ersten 60 Sekunden hat er mit einem Drogenabhängigen geredet, der sich erstmal Fentanyl reingeballert hat. Dann hat er sich umgedreht, weil eine Person ein Fahrzeug geklaut hat, das rückwärts über die Hauptstraße, die Main Avenue gefahren hat und der Food Delivery Guy mit dem Essen in der Hand dem Auto hinterherläuft. Und ja, der Reporter Andrew läuft dem Typen, der das Auto verfolgt, jetzt mit dem Mikrofon hinterher und fragt, was mit ihm ist. Hä? Ja, ein bisschen, also, es ist eine Minute, es ist schon sehr viel passiert.
Driver pull up to a restaurant to pick up a pizza. The driver left his car running. Someone hopped in and sped off backwards.
Sir!
And just like that, within 90 seconds of being in San Francisco, I witnessed open-air fentanyl use, a carjacking, and ended up on the nightly news.
Hello, my name is Andrew Callaghan, and you're about to watch our documentary, San Francisco Streets. Our most in-depth project yet, which explores a variety of issues, such as homelessness, shoplifting, gentrification, harm reduction, city history, zoning laws, fentanyl, and so forth. We're going to be talking to cops, drug dealers, local vigilantes, professional shoplifters, harm reduction workers, pimps, and beyond. Some of the footage ahead may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, back to the streets.
The victim yelling for help as a YouTuber tries to interview him.
What the fuck happened?
That guy just went in and grabbed a DoorDash order, and then he ran out when he saw his car get jacked. It happens that fast.
Thankfully, the delivery driver's Prius was found a few blocks away 30 minutes later.
Minutes later, officers arrested 52-year-old Kara Holcomb.
But by then, cell phone footage of the incident had gone viral.
There's a lot of chaos happening in this. For example,
Racking up millions of views and tens of thousands of comments. It would be a Prius. San Francisco is gayer than shit. If a nuke dropped on California, I would actually be happy. You get what you vote for. Thanks, Biden. Thank God I live in Florida. Why is that Jew all gas, no brakes with?
Fam, you're cheesing me. Is this shit staged?
I was amused, but also puzzled. I mean, how did that video go viral so fast? And who recorded it?
The man who posted this video, Richie Wynn, is a San Francisco native.
I'm telling you, it's always wild down here, raw. The crime has gotten out of control.
Crazy. San Francisco, boys. It's fucking crazy. It's all over the place.
Oh. I felt like they had empathy.
The man who recorded the video was named Richie Wynn, a former cocaine dealer who got caught with a couple 8 balls during COVID and came out of jail sober.
Former cocaine dealer?
Nowadays, he works at a nightclub and films something called the Ciroc Challenge.
Hey, Joe!
And sometimes, just sometimes, goes on Fox News.
So Richie used to deal drugs. What's your solution to all this?
Not to discuss
what the
bottle service, but rather to discuss his other videos, which basically consist of him confronting homeless people on the sidewalk.
What you smoking, man? What you guys doing out here? You shooting up right in here, bro? Is that some crack, mama? You want to do that in front of the kids, man? Clean that shit up, bro. That shit's ugly, bro. My name's Richie Wynn. Basically, I'm kind of like a video vigilante, if you will. I'm kind of taking it into my own hands to film some of the things that I feel like are plaguing the city, mainly the drug use. Hey, bro, you know people got kids and stuff like that. You out here drawing up heroin or fentanyl? You can't be doing that right here. Have a little Respect, man, for people that pay rent. I don't think that.
Total geil. Das ironisch, also das ist ja ein, das ist, ich weiß nicht, in Deutschland ist das ja nicht so schlimm. Wir haben ja, es gibt auch von Steuerung Z oder vom Y-Kollektiv, glaube ich, eine Dokumentation über die Fentanyl-Krise in Amerika. Und als Europäer kann man sich das nicht ganz vorstellen. Aber die Opioid-Krise, also die Crack-Krise in den 60ern, dann die Opioid-Krise, haben sich weiterentwickelt. Also das hat sich alles weiterentwickelt. Die Leute sind vollkommen auf einem anderen Level. Ja, ich meine Steuerung F, nicht Steuerung Z. Steuerung Z ist rückgängig machen. Das sollten manche auch im Rahmen, also manche Videos von Steuerung F sollten Steuerung Z sein. Also rückgängig gemacht. Aber das ist klar. Entschuldigung, 80er, Crack oder 60er bis 80er, I don't know. Es ist eine Aneinanderreihung von Drogenproblemen und für jemanden, der das noch nicht gesehen hat, das ist fucking crazy. Es ist unvorstellbar. Aber wir gucken mal das Video weiter. Man wird es in diesem Video sehen.
The children should have to see it because it's grotesque. A lot of it is, you know, it's harsh to see. It is very gruesome. Some of these individuals are suffering from also mental illness and picking away at themselves. They are shooting drugs in their neck. They are screaming about obscenity.
Einzige Lösung ist, alles zu legalisieren. Aber das ist ja legal da. Du gehst ja nicht ins Gefängnis für den Drogenkonsum. Aber das wirst du auch schon sehen. Also, das sieht man. Also, das ist diese Legalisierungsdings. Einfach gucken. Ihr wirst schon sehen. Also, einfach mal aufpassen.
That can be triggering to somebody that is frail and is still developing. I gotta stop smoking that shit in front of the kids, man. You got the kids right here, man. What the fuck you say, man? Arrest these individuals. Take them into custody. This bus stop right here is a 14 mission. Last year, I shot a viral video. A group of school children were getting off of that bus right there. Bye, kids. Y'all get home safe, okay? And they had to wade their way through this kind of mess that you're seeing right here, which is like an open-air drug market. You know, people using, people selling. Countless people have seen it. Numerous news outlets have used it.
For Richie, filming San Francisco's decay is a steady side hustle. Last year, Fox News spent $1.6 billion on licensing fees. Essentially, that means acquiring the rights to content, usually scary, juicy content, engineered to generate maximum outrage and piss off their core demographic to bring more eyes to cable TV, which is a dying platform.
Yay, we get active. Democrats approve of racial violence.
And in just this year alone, Fox News has licensed over a dozen of Richie's clips. It's not clear how much they pay Richie per video, but his work has been featured in multiple primetime segments. Here's a couple examples.
When I was a kid, my biggest worry in school was forgetting my locker combo. Now these kids in San Francisco have this. Homeless drug addicts, after getting off the school bus, who the heck thought...
Das Paradoxe ist, die Antwort von Konservativen und von Leuten ist, und auch von ihm, also der hier bezeichnet wird, der Richie, ist, die Leute zu blamen, die halt auf der Straße die absoluten, also die halt die Opfer von diesem ganzen sind, die treten halt nach unten, also buchstäblich. Weil niedriger kannst du nicht treten, ja. Und das ist deren Lösung. Deren Lösung ist dann halt zu sagen, ja, die müssen halt dann weg, ja. Die müssen dann halt weg. Weg.
This was a good idea.
In San Francisco, junkies have more rights than you do. Because liberalism spreads worse than a virus from a Chinese lab.
And for the politicians that argue the fact that they think San Francisco is safe right now, go down to Civic Center and pull out your camera phone, and I guarantee you will be met with some type of violence or some type of disgruntled individual. You don't need to be smoking drugs. There's children that live in this building right here.
Fuck off, bitch. It's a free country, asshole.
So maybe you should take it somewhere else.
Please don't get the game off of me.
Come on, bro. Leave her alone, bro.
Take me, bro.
Who the fuck you think you talking to, punk? It's an ecosystem that has thrived off of the illegal drug trade, the lax laws for stealing and reselling stolen goods. Oh yeah, the shoplifting is wild.
Recent high-profile cases of organized retail theft have cast an ugly pall on cities like San Francisco.
You know, I've seen the people come in, take whatever off the shelves, and just walk right out of it.
More than a dozen Walgreens stores have shuttered. Target has limited its hours.
Die gehen da rein und gehen da wieder raus.
It's happening so much here at this Whole Foods that's in my building that they had to shut down. The employees didn't feel safe. The place was only open for a year. Oh, it was only open for a year, and this was their flagship store. It was a gorgeous store.
London breeze sucks. She's allowed to use drugs on the street. I gotta go to work every day and walk through shit. People nodding over, dying. That's some sucker shit.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up, dog?
How you doing?
How you doing out here, bro?
I'm living the best I can. Unfortunately, I'm living these mean streets.
Yeah?
Still alive.
You been doing drugs and shit?
Absolutely. It's the life we live.
What's your drug of choice?
Crack cocaine. No, I'm kidding. Fentanyl.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a year.
What do you think made you want to first get into it?
I'm opiate dependent. I've been dependent on opiates since I was 16. Broke my leg, broke my ankle. I've been doing Percocets, Oxycontin.
Das ist der klassische amerikanische Einstieg. Die Opioid-Krise, Alter. Habt ihr die Doku dazu mal gesehen? Ich empfehle die Netflix-Doku zu der Opioid-Krise, die ist... Es gibt da, ich glaube, das ist nicht so wild, aber alles, was so Oxycontin angeht. Oxycontin, das ist crazy. Also, das ist wirklich verrückt.
Pharma, it's the biggest reason why a lot of people are addicted to these opiates, you know.
The Sackler family is one of the richest families
Die Sacklers, genau.
in America. The source of that wealth was for many years OxyContin, the addictive painkiller considered one of the initial sparks for the nation's opioid crisis, a crisis that has already left more than 450,000 Americans dead and continues today.
I'm dependent on it, you know.
Die Leute haben sich verletzt, sind zu ihrem Arzt gegangen, aufgrund der Lobbyarbeit von der Firma, die Oxycontin verschreibt, von den Sacklers, ich weiß, mir fällt gerade die Firma nicht ein, haben die dann halt Oxycontin verschrieben, die sind stark abhängig geworden und haben sich die Scheiße dann halt danach noch gegeben, weil sie nicht leben konnten. Und haben dann verkauft, über ihr Purdue war das, Purdue Pharma, haben dann halt über die Medien und die Marketingkampagnen verkauft, dass Oxycontin und keine Abhängigkeiten erklärt auf Basis einer Studie, die das irgendwo so wohl mal wiedergegeben hat, wo dann am Ende rausgekommen ist, dass die Studie, auf die sich Purdue Pharma bezieht, eine Studie ist, bei der ein Arzt todkranken Menschen Oxycontin gibt und gesagt hat, von diesen todkranken Menschen ist keiner abhängig geworden, weil die logischerweise fucking vorher gestorben sind. Also die sind halt in einem Prozess ihres Lebens, wo die halt in einem Endstadium von Krebs oder so sind. Und dann sind die halt leider verstorben. Und die Argumentation war zu sagen, die haben alle für Oxycontin gekriegt. Und davon ist natürlich keiner abhängig geworden, sondern nur 1%. Und das war so aus dem Kontext gerissen, das ist crazy, dass sie diese Grundlage der Studie, die keine war, genommen haben, um zu rechtfertigen, dass Oxycontin natürlich nicht abhängig macht. Es ist absolut irre. Und so wie er hier beschreibt, die Leute sind verletzt gewesen, haben irgendwie einen Unfall gehabt, sind dann zum Arzt gegangen, der hat ihnen Oxycontin verschrieben, die sind abhängig geworden und dann let's fucking go.
Without it, I don't function as well, you know.
How'd you break your leg?
Fighting, actually. I was in a fight, yeah. 16, 17, high school, yeah, freshman year, sophomore year. My sister was making out with some fucking roid rager. So I swung on him, and my buddy grabbed me. I don't know what happened. My ankle ended up getting snapped on the stair.
Have you tried to like quit before?
Yeah, I did about 2.5 years this last run. Had my life together, and I ended up hurting my back in the job, working in construction over in Livermore. Relapsed and got evicted. Lived in my van. It became real once I lost my van. It's a trip. So my goal is to try to stay alive and stay, you know, I don't want to die before my mom, you know what I mean? That's my biggest goal. Is she shouldn't have to bury her son.
Where's your mom at now?
North Carolina.
When's the last time you talked to her?
7 years, 7 years. It's been a while. I'm 30. I turned 38.
Does she know you're out here?
No one does. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. If you see me, I'm still alive. I know I look like shit. Lost all my teeth, but that was in, you know, I got in a fight. I got jumped, so.
Honestly, bro, you don't look that bad.
Thank you.
Yeah. How do you get money?
The boost in life, as you can see.
Oh, shit. Fresh licks.
Said fresh licks, you said. We got stuff to get by. Stay warm.
Alles geklaut halt, ne?
Warm. Got some shirts. Got my Ben & Jerry's. You know what I mean?
How do you typically resell the shit that you boost?
It sells itself. Everyone loves a good deal. I know it's not a good thing to do, but it is what it is. It's our life. We could be doing worse things. A lot of these big companies are all fucking write-offs anyways.
Ice cream, how much for the ice cream? I want the ice cream.
$3 for that one.
What flavor is it? What flavor is it? Yo, I haven't tried that one. Send it. I got 3 right now. I'm gonna eat it right fucking now once I give him the cigarettes.
It is what it is. It's either that or I starve tonight. It's all around shitty. It's not fun. You know what I mean? I'd rather work. This shit's harder than you think. You know.
Ice cream's more addicting than fentanyl. I'm not gonna lie. If fentanyl didn't make me dope sick, I would be more addicted to ice cream. I think once I'm done and sober from fentanyl, I'm still gonna be addicted to ice cream.
San Francisco's locking up their ice cream.
Yeah, so what happened to the ice cream, bro? We had to lock the shit up because they came in here, they started stealing all kind of shit. They came with trash bags, and that's like every night, too.
So I say this, not only to the Democrats that we have to fix this problem, but I'll say it to the Republicans as well. We're handling.
Es ist so ein fucking Darstellungsartist, ne? Der kommt einfach dazu, macht irgendwelche Ansagen, ist fucking ehemaliger Kokain-Dealer, ne? Fucking what?
We're handling.
Hey, bad bitch alert. Woo!
Y'all, what's happening? My birth certificate say female, and it do say San Francisco, but I'm homeless.
Oh. Can we talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, how you doing? Andrew, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, so my name is Miss J. Vera Williams. The last corporate job I had was Ted Baker as a senior manager in 2022, making $2,700 every 2 weeks, and that's still not being enough to, number one, solidify safe housing and to live off of.
How much do you think you need a month to survive well in San Francisco?
Oh, gute Frage. How much do you think you need? Also wie viel braucht man im Monat, um in San Francisco zu wohnen oder zu leben? Ich glaube, es geht eher ums Leben, ne? So, um zu überleben. Achtung.
$5,000.
$5,000. $5,000, verdient ihr 5.000 im Monat? Nein? Dann seid ihr homeless. Dann seid ihr offiziell obdachlos in San Francisco, Bro. Und wir reden hier nicht von, du kannst dir was richtig Geiles leisten. Wir reden von, die Frage war, wie viel brauchst du zum Überleben in San Francisco?
But I'm a person that would categorize under high priority, consider I have HIV. And I live at a SRO, so it's basically like temporary housing until they find new housing.
Due to having HIV, Miss J. Williams qualifies for San Francisco's Single Room Occupancy, or SRO program, which provides at-risk, unhoused people with access to low-cost housing, usually in 8-by-10-foot rooms, in one of the many dilapidated residential hotels in the Tenderloin neighborhood for up to 30 days.
The city calls single-room occupancy buildings, or SROs, the last housing option before homelessness.
Currently, 15,000 people live in SROs in San Francisco, and their average monthly rent is $895.
Merkt euch nochmal diese Zahl. Durchschnittliche Rent für einen Monat SRO, also dieses Auffangbecken, bevor du homeless bist. Und ich zeige euch nochmal, wie das da drin aussieht.
Tenderloin neighborhood for up to 30 days.
The city calls single-room occupancy buildings, or SROs, the last
900 Mücken, Brudi. 900 Mücken. Das Ding sieht aus wie eine Zigarette, die du rauchst, wie ein Zigarettenfilter, nachdem du eine Kippe geraucht hast.
Is $895.
I just moved there, but I was twice physically assaulted 4 times due to being trans.
What, do you want a room at the Four Seasons?
I don't want a room at the Four Seasons. I just want a room that's safe. I got bit by a pit bull last week. I just got out the hospital from literally somebody staying in the...
Der ist halt ein Wichser, ne? Den seine Aufgabe ist, die Opfer dieses Systems zu erniedrigen und ihnen irgendwie klarzumachen, dass sie selbst schuld sind oder dass sie verantwortlich sind für was sie da ertragen. Und ich glaube, eigenverantwortliches Handeln jetzt mal dahingestellt, das, was die junge Frau hier beschreibt, ist etwas, das nicht im Rahmen der Eigenverantwortung in irgendeiner Form umzusetzen ist, ja, oder das irgendwie das richtig darstellt.
Latino dialect get that and their pit bull biting me on my ankle.
Well, that's just because, you know, San Francisco's just gotten out of hand. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're from San Francisco?
Yeah, my father's... I'm from Fillmore, Hazen Central. I pay cash money for these titties.
Hell yeah, how much?
$30,043. I always have a bank system like that. Like, this is like real deal Holyfield. And it's a...
Keine Sorge, Chat, das ist auf Twitch ganz normal jetzt.
Crock of shit. You cannot open a door to nowhere. You can't open no door. Like, I could have bought a house. I could be opening a door. I couldn't be on these streets right now.
Yeah. Keine Sorge, Chat, das ist auf Twitch nun ganz normal.
You buy these titties later when you buy your house and you're gonna finish your education.
That's the message to the kids. Wait to buy titties after getting the master's degree.
Please, all that Botox and Rotox and Kim Kardashian, please wait. Education, spirituality, and really doing the work every day. Go fund me, y'all, Miss J. Williams.
San Francisco, California. Frisco. Some people say the Paris of the West.
A gold rush boomtown that began in the late 1800s after the discovery of the Comstock lode sent millions of Americans headed west.
An explosion of migration from the ends of the earth.
For a while, shit was going pretty good. Until 1906, when a horrific earthquake came and destroyed 80% of the city, taking 7,000 lives.
San Francisco is gone.
A lot of people thought Frisco was done for good, but they were totally wrong.
San Francisco was rebuilt.
By the mid-century, it became the epicenter of counterculture. First, the beatniks, then the beat poets, then the hippie movement kicked off, which brought over 100,000 self-described flower children to the Haight-Ashbury, aka Hashbury neighborhood, to do acid and hang out. And it wasn't just San Francisco. Across the Bay, the Hells Angels were going strong. The Black Panther Party was becoming more powerful than ever. And a young journalist named Hunter S. Thompson was getting his start. The SF innovation wave just kept rolling. A couple years later, Burning Man begins on Baker Beach. The People's Temple begins in the Fillmore District. And the Castro District emerged as a mecca for gay men, with the rise of local leaders like Harvey Milk.
We are coming out of the closet!
And then one smart guy named Steve Jobs had a pretty bright idea. Macintosh, the foundational tech company that led to the boom of Silicon Valley, which brought over 1,000 tech companies to the Bay Area in just 5 years.
Bay Area, Silicon Valley, and
Yahoo, eBay, Dell.
Dell built a desktop just for me.
Intel. Microsoft.
I'm Bill Gates.
Facebook.
Hey, how's it going? This is our first live video.
Twitter. By 2019, San Francisco's GDP rose to $534.56 billion, making it the 8th largest economy in the entire world. Good news? Not really.
Everything that you think that it is really not what it is.
344% rent hike.
Neil has been paying 8.
Jetzt, Ladies, jetzt geht's los. Ich habe das ja schon mal gesehen. Ich muss jetzt ein bisschen Ungereaktion machen, aber Boys, oh mein Gott, this shit is going to be crazy right now. 344% Mieterhöhung.
344% rent hike.
Neil has been paying $1,800 a month.
Hat $1.800 im Monat Miete bezahlt, das schon mal ein guter Batzen Geld ist, muss aber jetzt bezahlen.
But his landlady recently informed him she was raising the rent to $8,000 a month.
$8.000. Willkommen in America. Ja. Amerika.
San Francisco is a fucked up place.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's impossible to live here. The rent
is rising. Minimum wage is the same. No parking. If you get a parking ticket, nigga, that's a
$120 Parking Ticket. Let's go!
whole check right there. Rent is high, food is high, tickets is high, minimum wage is the same. You need to work 3 jobs just to live in a 1 bedroom in Zombieland.
We can't afford to live here. I'm born and raised here, and I can't even afford to live here. But I do hard work, you know, trapping.
Welcome to San Francisco.
A little bit of bipping here and there.
Oh, shit.
And I make do. I make do with what I do. So you could have a job in the city, but you need other forms of income. So you need to hustle up something. You need to be doing 3 or 4 other things to survive in this city. You cannot just have one job.
Das ist übrigens, also wir müssen uns das ist natürlich in der extremsten Form die amerikanische Realität. Wir reden hier nicht von irgendwie Idiocracy oder so ein Scheiß. Das ist die amerikanische Realität. Und diese amerikanische Realität ist die Zukunft des uneingeschränkten Wütens vom Kapitalmarkt. Das hier ist das, was passiert, wenn du die Märkte frei wütend lässt. Das ist das, was passiert. Das ist das absolute Endgame. Das sind endkapitalistische Zustände, die ein verheerendes, apokalyptisches Szenario geschaffen haben. Und das Ding ist, ich glaube nicht, dass das, also ich befürchte, dass es auch für Europa noch ein bisschen schlechter sein könnte, wenn es darum geht, dass man das Geld oder den Markt befreit, weil das ja auch immer so ein Dings ist, ne, die freie Marktwirtschaft und den ganzen Scheiß. Aber man muss auch sagen, ich schaffe es nicht, mir vorzustellen, dass das Land, das ist die #1 Country in the world. Das ist Realität in Amerika. Natürlich in einer extrem konzentrierten Form, aber wenn wir nach San Francisco gucken, wir können auch nach andere Städte, in andere Städte gucken. Wo war denn die Steuerung F-Dokumentation unterwegs? Waren die auch in San Francisco unterwegs? Ich bin mir nicht sicher. Aber es ist in Metropolen, in großen Metropolen, wo die Stufe zwischen Arm und Reich halt immer weiter auseinander wächst. Genau, Philadelphia. War es Portland? Nee, es war Philly, oder? Amerika ist Fakt. Amerika ist grundsätzlich Fakt. Und das habe ich euch auch schon mal erzählt. Wenn man aufwächst und so ein bisschen MTV guckt und so ein bisschen diese klassische, so ein bisschen verzögerte Wahrnehmung der amerikanischen coolen Szene hat, so was ist cool in Amerika, ein halbes Jahr später ist das cool in Europa so oder in Deutschland jetzt besonders. Als ich aufgewachsen bin, habe ich mir immer gedacht, Alter, der Traum ist es eigentlich, nach Amerika zu gehen, weil das ist irgendwie, da ist so der heiße Scheiß. Amerika ist das Shit. Und für mich war der absolute Wechsel und dann kam 2016. Das war der letzte Tropfen, der das fast zum Überlaufen gebracht hat, der den Realitätscheck rausgebracht hat. Das war der Zeitpunkt, als Donald Trump gewählt wurde. Und man gemerkt hat, what the fuck? Was sind das eigentlich für vollkommen gestörte Maximalpsychopathen da drüben? Und ich will gar nicht sagen, dass Donald Trump der Auslöser dafür ist, weil es relativ spät ist. Ich will nur sagen, dass es bei mir der Auslöser war. Ich glaube, dass das schon viel, viel früher total gestört war und ich einfach nur verzerrte Wahrnehmung hatte. Aber holy fuck. Wenn die Frau sagt, dass du mindestens $8.000 haben musst oder wenn man feststellt, dass man $8.000 haben muss und die Frau hier erzählt, ey, du kannst dir mit einem Job den ganzen Scheiß gar nicht leisten, du brauchst so 3 oder 4 Sachen, die du machst. Stellt euch mal vor, ihr kommt von der Arbeit, heute. Ihr kommt von der Arbeit und dann geht ihr zur nächsten Arbeit und dann macht ihr noch ein Projekt nebenbei, weil nur die drei Einkommen zusammen eure Lebenserhaltungskosten decken. Wisst ihr, also das ist vollkommen crazy.
It's impossible unless you're like a lawyer, you work in tech, or you would trick.
Within just 10 years, rent in San Francisco nearly tripled, while the minimum wage remained the same, leading to a mass exodus of native San Franciscans.
You got San Franciscans moving to like Vegas, Texas, New York, Atlanta.
And a mass influx of what are colloquially known as tech bros. This created quite a few problems. For one, many of these tech bros had no cultural or family connection to the city. Plus, they weren't really there to stay. For example, the average residency for a Twitter or Facebook employee in San Francisco is 9 to 12 months, and many of them were bussed in and out of the city by private charter buses.
San Francisco, not for sale!
these people angry at what they see as growing income inequality in the city.
Now, before we continue, I'd like to mention that San Francisco's gentrification was not explicitly a direct result of tech. In an ideal world, big tech actually could have been good for the city, but the real culprit here is insane zoning regulations imposed by a group of lobbyists called the NIMBYs. NIMBY stands for Not in My Backyard.
NIMBYs in cities like San Francisco are essentially importing suburban expectations and land use controls into central cities.
So geographically, San Francisco is actually a pretty small area, which is not that densely populated. And many of the old school upper income neighborhoods like Nob Hill and Pacific Heights, which is home to the Pelosi family,
Drop the hammer.
are within
Scheiße, stimmt.
walking distance to the commercial heart of the downtown area. So, when big tech began to arrive, bringing in hundreds of thousands of new young professionals, residents of these neighborhoods became very concerned about the potential construction of high-density apartment buildings, particularly with how this would cause noise pollution with the sounds of jackhammers and forklifts and beyond, but also how the buildings might block their view of the city or the bay. So neighbors of these wealthy areas would get together every time a high-density development was proposed and say, "Not in my backyard," and they would lobby to get their neighborhoods protected under historical preservation status.
Marking a building, corridor, or neighborhood as historic is one tool NIMBYs can use to embalm a neighborhood while feeling good about themselves. They're defending the cultural and historic character of the place.
While this did serve to preserve traditional San Francisco aesthetics, it also basically froze urban development during the city's largest economic boom in history.
Genau, und damit gab es keine neuen Gebäude für Leute, die sich das, und es gab keine Leute, die sich das leisten konnten. Der Markt ist förmlich explodiert, die Mietpreise sind und die Immobilienpreise sind durch die Decke gegangen.
Causing home values to skyrocket and rent to rise far beyond what the median monthly income was.
Also für die Leute, die das gerade nicht verstanden haben, weil es wirklich sehr spezifisch war. Es gibt eine Interessengruppe von Menschen, die in einem Gebiet in San Francisco leben, dass die Interessen vertreten haben, dass um sie rum nicht so viel High-Density-Gebäude gebaut werden, weil sie damit die Qualität ihrer Immobilie reduzieren würden. Weil du kannst nicht mehr aufs Wasser gucken, du bist um dich rum sind Gebäude und so weiter. Und diese Bewegung hat es geschafft, dass in diesen Suburban Areas, die sogenannten NIMBYs, dass in diesen Suburban Areas, dass die halt geschützt sind und dass da drinnen nicht gebaut wird. Das hat zur Folge, und das ist die Konsequenz daraus, das hat zur Folge, dass während der Zeit, in der San Francisco halt einfach durch diese Tech-Bubble explodiert ist, dass keine neuen Immobilien oder keine neuen Wohnungen geschaffen wurden. Der Preis der Mieten und der Immobilien ist gestiegen, keiner konnte sich das mehr leisten, ist ein Problem.
As a result, San Francisco experienced the most intense gentrification in American history. Black population shrunk from 14.5% to 6% of the city, and the poverty line rose so high that households making under $117,000 per year are considered to be low income.
Ich möchte das nochmal wiederholen für die Leute, die es gerade nicht richtig verstanden haben. Die Preise sind so sehr gestiegen, dass wenn du in San Francisco bis zu $117.000 im Jahr verdienst, giltst du als arm oder als Geringverdiener. $117.000 im Jahr. Das sind, ja, richtig, das sind knapp $10.000 im Monat. Knapp ein bisschen. Für den Haushalt natürlich. Aber wenn dein Haushalt du alleine bist, dann ist das dein Haushalt. Also wenn du alleine bist, musst du brutto 10 Riesen verdienen. Wenn du zu zweit bist, musst du brutto 5 Riesen verdienen und deine Kinder müssen in die Mine. Ja, gut.
You're a San Francisco city girl like me, born and raised. It's too crowded here now. It's too much.
Very quickly, the creative class was replaced by the professional class, leaving vast subsections of the city utterly swagless. Still, California politicians didn't care. They wanted exponential growth, and for a while, it was happening. Then, in early 2020, a very hungry man allegedly ate a pangolin at a wet market in Wuhan, China, which...
Aber darunter steht 17. Nein, das ist 117.000 nicht richtig übersetzt. Hör auf meine Stimme, lies nicht den Text, hör auf meine Stimme, darum übersetze ich das.
Ultimately prompted these tech companies to vacate all of their San Francisco offices.
Jetzt kommt nochmal ein wichtiger Teil.
California politicians didn't care. They wanted exponential growth, and for a while, it was happening. Then, in early 2020, a very hungry man allegedly ate a pangolin at a wet market in Wuhan, China, which...
In 2020 hat ein sehr hungriger Mann ein Gürteltier in China gegessen.
ultimately prompted these tech companies to vacate all of their San Francisco offices in favor of a work-from-home model. At some point, these mega corporations like Twitter and Facebook figured out you can make just as much money, if not more money, having employees work from home. Not to mention, according to a recent study, employee happiness has increased by over 20% since remote work began as the industry standard for tech.
We're more productive at home. We're happier at home. We're doing what the company asks of us.
They were happier, healthier, and they realized something.
You know, you couldn't move anywhere and keep your Bay Area money. You couldn't move anywhere and keep your Bay Area money.
Now working from home, hundreds of thousands of new San Francisco transplants had to make a choice. Should we stay in this extremely expensive, unwelcoming city full of homeless people and locals who don't like us and see us as walking emblems of oppression and displacement? Or keep the exact same job and move to somewhere like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where you can afford a gorgeous mountain home for the same price as a studio apartment in the Castro district? Most Californians in this position picked option 2 and got the hell out of town. So even after California reopened in early 2021,
you want the economy to reopen permanently.
These tech workers and the companies who employ them were like, man, fuck that, we're not going back to San Francisco. And some of these companies realized that emerging AI technology would allow them to cut their workforce in half.
150,000 tech workers have been laid off in 2022 alone.
We regret to inform you your position has been impacted.
I called my boss back and we just sobbed over the phone.
It's a Twitter bloodbath. Nearly 40,000 fired in one fell swoop. Half the global workforce. Twitter is not alone. Mass layoffs are happening across the tech world.
I take full responsibility for this decision.
The economy of San Francisco was...
da muss ich sagen, also ganz ehrlich, als Meta diesen, ich glaube, hatte das Anfang 2023 oder war das 2022? Meta hatte ja diese große Korrektur, diesen Einbruch der Werbeeinnahmen für die Börse irgendwie bekannt gegeben. Sie haben die Quartalszahlen berichtet. Ich weiß nicht, welches Quartal das war, aber es kann nicht so lange her sein. Es muss entweder letztes Jahr gewesen sein oder dieses Jahr. Sie haben die Quartalszahlen berichtet und der Börsenkurs ist irgendwie, hat sich irgendwie halbiert. Und das war einfach der Anfang von diesem Zurückbauen, diesem sich korrigieren der Tech-Blase. Crazy. Ich weiß gar nicht. Ich glaube, es war letztes Jahr. Dass das passiert ist.
Collapsing in real time. Not to mention, homelessness nearly doubled during COVID. And politics aside, crime was on the rise.
As the city of San Francisco deals with the shocking, high-profile murder of tech executive Bob Lee, a greater question emerges. Who wants to live here anymore?
Yeah, out of pocket. I knock a nigga out his socket. I don't give a fuck if you won't get out of pocket. I'm not the one to motherfucking fuck with. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Yeah, I'll pull up with the switch. I'm on Cedar Block on the TL, so nigga, what you mean?
For this combination of reasons, over half of San Francisco's recently built luxury apartment buildings and giant office buildings are completely vacant right now. They're actually for sale.
Die haben gigantische Komplexe für überteuerte Mietpreise an Tech-Companies rausgeballert. Dann kam Covid. Die Leute sind alle ins Homeoffice gepilgert. Die ganzen Tech-Companies haben gemerkt, Alter, du brauchst die ja gar nicht auf Arbeit. Du kannst sie alle zu Hause lassen. Und nach Covid sind viele von denen einfach nicht zurückgekommen.
It is becoming the next Detroit almost.
General Motors, Ford and Chrysler. It was a golden era of full employment for a triumphant America.
Warum sind die Mieten so hoch, wenn da keiner wohnen will? Nee. Die Mieten sind so hoch, die wollen da wohnen, es kann sich nur niemand leisten. Und ich habe das Gefühl, dass Immobilienpreise, da muss irgendwie einiges passieren, bis die sinken. Ich meine, das letzte Mal, als Immobilienpreise richtig gesunken sind, war 2008, 2009. Und ihr wisst, was 2008 und 2009 passiert ist. Das war, der Grund war Weltwirtschaftskrise, Bruder.
As they grew and they became multinational companies.
Detroit lost 200,000 inhabitants between 1950 and 1960.
To where these tech industries have pulled out, just like the car industries pulled out of there, and we're starting to be left with like a shell of our great city. And now it's debilitated and shut down into something that is never going to be able to get rented out again. All those tents out there, they're able-bodied individuals. They're being told that they shouldn't be working and they can collect general assistance and they can stay home and play on their...
Immobilienpreise werden auch nur steigen, weil die Rohstoffkosten unaufhörlich steigen. Nee, also ja, natürlich kostet das Geld, also tatsächliches Geld, eine Immobilie zu bauen. Aber die Immobilienpreise steigen, weil Spekulanten und Kapitalerträge damit halt unweigerlich verbunden werden. Der Hauptgrund, warum Immobilienpreise weiter steigen, ist, weil Leute damit Geld verdienen. Und ich meine nicht, weil die das vermieten oder ververmieten, sondern einfach, weil die damit eine Investition machen. Und sie wollen in der kürzesten Zeit die maximale Rendite rausholen. Und das ist einer der Hauptprobleme, warum Immobilienpreise so hoch sind. Weil Immobilien zu Spekulationsobjekten geworden sind. Das spielt übrigens auch überhaupt keine Rolle, wo das passiert. Ob das nun in San Francisco ist oder in fucking Berlin. So, es ist einfach der Gambling am Häusermarkt, das riesige Unternehmen, Konglomerate von Vonovia-Größe, halt ein Portfolio von Privatimmobilien haben, die sie halt einfach für Rendite an Mieter rausdrücken, die keine Wahl haben. Und darum hast du solche Situationen, wo dann halt einfach, wenn du eine Wohnung anbietest, 40, 50 oder bis zu 200 Leute sich irgendwie darauf bewerben und dann versuchen irgendwie in diese Wohnung ranzukommen. Und je attraktiver der Preis ist, desto mehr werden das. Aber ganz am Ende habe ich das Gefühl, dass bei dem Immobilienmarkt es so ein bisschen darum geht, eigentlich ist es scheißegal, welchen Preis du nimmst. Die Leute sind irgendwie bereit dafür, alles zu zahlen. Und der Grund ist natürlich klar, weil die wohnen müssen, Digga. Das ist total krass. Natürlich sind die bereit dafür, alles zu zahlen. Sie müssen ja irgendwo wohnen. Und da kommt so dieser unmenschliche Part rein. Der Kapitalmarkt hat verstanden, dass die Menschen keine Wahl haben. Ja, und dann ziehst du die Preise halt an, ziehst an. Und das kannst du in jeder Stadt sehen, ne? Ob das im Osten in Leipzig so ist, oder in Berlin, oder in Stuttgart, oder in München, also irgendwo, es findet überall statt, in unterschiedlichen Dimensionen, aber es findet überall statt.
It's ridiculous, we need to start encouraging people to get back out to the workforce. We need to start making, that like a requirement. And these individuals that are coming here from Salt Lake City, Boise, Idaho, all these other places to San Francisco are putting a strain on our services. If they're going to come here to San Francisco, you need to be working. You can't just come here and just mooch off the taxpayers'. That is ridiculous. So
there's ads online for people to come from other parts of the country to come here and get shelter.
Where are you from, sir?
Money. I'm from Montana.
He's from Montana. See?
Yeah, but I didn't come here for that. I live here and I work and I got a job and I got a girlfriend and we do drugs, but we're not robbing cars or fucking sucking off the city, or shitting on the sidewalk.
See, so there you go. There you have it. Montana. We're taking in your drug addicts as well. All this strain is getting put on my city, and that's why I'm a San Francisco nationalist.
Der Typ ist halt komplett gestört, ne? Also, der hält in dem Mikro hin, ist halt vollkommen eine Psychose, ne?
I really want what's good for San Francisco.
You have companies that used to have 4 buildings in San Francisco that now have 1 floor. And so all the infrastructure that's been built for this high pay is now sort of collapsing. And then to say that the reason that San Francisco isn't doing well is because of poor people living on the street who use drugs. It's not real. It's a red herring.
Yeah.
We just did a street assessment here in the Mission, and 73% of the people that we spoke to were previously employed and housed. Okay, where were they working? They're working in janitorial jobs, in those office buildings. All of those businesses have changed their modality, especially those, you talk about downtown being closed. Well, downtown used to employ hundreds, thousands of people who were working in low-level, entry-level jobs, as janitors, as, all the things that supported that business. Well, there's no one in those buildings.
Sie hat das gesagt, was wir vorhin gesagt haben, nämlich, dass es total paradox ist, armen Leuten die Schuld dafür zu geben, dass es so ist, wie es ist. Weil der Grund, warum es so ist, wie es ist, liegt halt daran, dass die ganzen Leute, die jetzt obdachlos geworden sind, sie hat im Rahmen ihrer Mission eine Umfrage gemacht, wo 73% der Leute, die obdachlos waren, die befragt wurden, alle in Jobs gearbeitet haben, in diesen riesigen Komplexen, in den Hightech-Komplexen, die jetzt alle ihre Offices zugemacht haben da. Und die sind jetzt halt alle obdachlos. Und es ist total paradox, sich hinzustellen und zu sagen, ja, die ganzen Obdachlosen sind schuld daran. Nee, es sind mal wieder die reichen Leute, Digga. Überraschung, es sind mal wieder die reichen Leute und nicht Mülltonnen-Rider hier.
Much like the gold tycoons who pillaged the West for its resources centuries ago, only to leave behind ghost towns that mark the Wild West, Big Tech has essentially used San Francisco as a playground for over 2 decades, and now has left behind an overpriced shell of a once great American metropolis. Anyways, the story of corporate greed is typically left out of the San Francisco conversation.
All you seem to hear about on TV is that San Francisco is an apocalyptic third world wasteland.
Brazen crime taking a huge toll on America's most progressive city.
Full of fentanyl, petty crime, graffiti, and so forth.
People are being shot, stabbed, beaten, brutalized, and they fornicate and they defecate and they do everything.
Is this true or is this cap? Let's go find out.
So my name is Tracy McCrae. I'm currently the president of San Francisco Police Officers Association. I've been a cop.
Police officer.
It's going to be almost 34 years.
Is crime on the rise here?
Certain types of crime are on the rise. So robberies, right? They are up about 12 to 15%. I mean, don't walk around with your cell phone out because it's finna get snatched. So Prop 47 lowered the threshold for certain crimes like petty theft, right?
Oh mein Gott. Prop 47, das ist wild. Du kriegst, Alter, das erklären die gleich, aber ich sag's vorher mal. Es gibt eine Gesetzgebung, das ist so verrückt, die es ermöglicht, dass wenn du einen Diebstahl machst und der Wert des Gegenstands unter $900 ist, dass du dafür nur ein Ticket bekommst.
Prop 47, it reduces certain drug and theft crimes from felony charges to misdemeanors.
Genau. Es ist halt keine Felony Charge, sondern es ist wie ein Strafzettel.
Before, if you stole anything over $400, that would be a felony charge.
$400 ist es, $400.
Well, Prop 47, so now you can steal up to $949.99.
904, nee, never mind, das ist mehr.
9 cents, and you just get a ticket if you're caught.
Also, der Officer erklärt uns sozusagen gerade, also es ist ein Problem, Alter. Du kannst einen Gegenstand stehlen, der einen Wert von $949 und 99 Cent hat und du kriegst, das ist halt eine Ordnungswidrigkeit, das ist keine Straftat. Und dann kriegst du ein Ticket.
It's a citation, so it's akin to you running a stop sign, I pull you over and I give you a traffic citation. And you're either one of two people, you're like, oh shit, I got a ticket, or you're like, I don't give a shit. Back in November of, what was that, 2022, people just ransacked into the Louis Vuitton and just made off. That made national news.
Stunning video. This is going viral in San Francisco. Brazen thieves emptied out the Louis Vuitton store in Union Square.
So not a good look for the city, because we would love for people to come here and visit and spend their money, because tourism has always been our bread and butter.
Welcome to the most beautiful city in the world, San Francisco. I don't mean Frisco. San Francisco, here I go.
But unfortunately, this past week, they hit Burberry, they hit...
Das Ding ist, ihr seht ja, was für Läden die treffen, ne? Burberry, Louis, Fendi,
they hit Gucci.
Lieutenant McCrae was making one thing clear. There was a massive organized retail boosting squad that was currently active in the immediate vicinity of Union Square. So I walked around Union Square and tried to find someone who might know something.
Within 15 minutes, I identified the culprits.
The Finesse Mall Gang, a graffiti and shoplifting crew.
Ich möchte das ganz kurz sagen, ne? Ja, ihr habt gerade richtig gehört. Er hat gesagt, okay, irgendwer überfällt die ganzen Läden. Und der ist 15 Minuten rumgelaufen, hat die Leute gefunden. 15 Minuten. Und jetzt wird's wild.
For spray painting public buses and stealing shit from Union Square.
Anybody could go to a store, grab some shit, and run out. It's about technique. It's how you do it. There's a lot going on though. You got the drug sales. You got motherfuckers getting shot, car burglaries. You know, you name it. That's what's going on. That's how we get it, man. That's all we know. Getting it out the mud, getting out these dirty streets. Tenderloin, but we all locked in over here, man. We got face car valid all through these trenches.
How'd that make you feel?
Man, I'm ready to do it again.
Y'all can cover the face on this one, right? Yeah, of course,
okay,
right?
sick.
Is that a good, like, adrenaline boost?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My heart pumped.
Hey, look, let's go over here with it.
You got the cops right there, you feel me?
Hi, Channel 5.
Hi, Channel 5.
How do you guys make your money and support yourself out here?
Ja, gut, dann let's go.
Hey, look, before all these niggas was doing this run out the store shit, we was walking out the store. We was having them say, y'all have a good day. Finesse them all, that's what it is, man. It's FBA shit, man.
If you were to guess, how much merchandise do you think you've been able to boost numerically in the past couple years?
Oh, God, everything, bro.
Probably like a 100 ball, maybe a little more than 100 ball. You know what I'm saying? A little more than 100 ball.
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000.
Hey, look, there's not a shop in Union Square that we haven't hit for at least 10 bands. All them designer stores, Montclair, Louis, Gucci, Sunglasses Hut. We was smacking them, bro.
I used to go to the Apple store and take the motherfucking display phones, bro. It's called Gorilla Boosting, bro. Go in there and come out, bro. Bare face and everything, no mask. You feel me? I'm in there, I'm getting out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Boah, in Europa voll die Kriminalitätsprobleme. Deutschland ist gar nicht mehr so, wie es mal war. Meanwhile, was ist da los?
Hey, honestly, I done splashed during the daytime, you feel me? I ain't even gonna cap. I done splashed over there on Lombard. Tourists over here talking about, oh my God, if y'all don't knock it off, you know what I'm saying? This is regular.
Überfallen, während du mit dem Auto langfährst.
Out here.
Can you tell me a crazy boosting story?
Crazy booster. Oh my God.
What's time, bro?
Which time? Shit. Was going to Twin Peaks.
Ich möchte kurz sagen, dass das übrigens ein Video ist. Das werde ich Curtis schicken als Vorlage für die Crime-Fraktion auf unserem Server. Also, San Francisco ist halt einfach die Vorlage für unseren, das ist die Real-Life-Vorlage für unseren GTA-Server.
Peaks. And there's somebody parked up on the side trying to, you know what I'm saying, take some pictures and shit like that. Well, we end up splashing they shit.
Oh my God, I'm done. Stay in here.
Get down. Call Ashley.
Stay down.
The next day, motherfuckers on the news.
Team of gunmen rob a film crew in front of terrified witnesses.
And see, one of the robbery suspects pistol whips one of the victims. Tripod legs are hanging outside of the rear passenger window and as they drive away.
You feel me? But can't speak too much on that because, you know what I'm saying?
Tell them the Gucci story.
Okay, so one time we went to the Gucci store, RIP my nigga Fury, man, FBA, man.
We went to Union Fury, man.
Search continues this morning for the gunman who robbed another high-end designer store in San Francisco's Union Square.
Ich möchte ganz kurz sagen, dass die das da einfach alles vor der Kamera zugeben, ne? Also, ich meine natürlich sind die jetzt irgendwie anonymisiert, aber der Interviewer hat 15 Minuten gebraucht, um die zu finden.
Stole two $2,000 purses. He stole a tracksuit, alarms and everything. My nigga Fury stole a couple things too. And he got alarms all through the Gucci tracksuit walking in.
Beeping, bro.
Bam, bam, bam. And we're just everywhere we walk, bro, in the store beeping. The motherfuckers knew we was up to no good. By the time they come up, like, sir, you need any help? Nah, I just need help to show me where the exit's at now. I'm about done here. We walked out with like $10,000, $15,000 worth of shit, bro.
Are you guys worried about consequences like from the police out here?
What? San Francisco doesn't believe in crime. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out the DA though. Oh, shout out London Breed too. Shout out London Breed.
And once the arrests are made, we are hopeful that our DA will prosecute.
Hey, I did time in San Francisco, but never like stayed more than like a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
We've been doing consequences since juvenile hall. Graduated to prison.
Most definitely.
Still out here, same shit, same environment.
I think they don't give a fuck.
Do you think that's changing the way that like businesses decide to move their shit here?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why they're all closing down on Market.
Since the start of the year, the city has seen the exit of more than a dozen national retailers from the downtown area.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel bad about that? Or?
Absolutely not. Welcome to the Bay. Straight up. Welcome to the Bay, bro.
Welcome to the city. You know
and I hope when you executives come over here to finalize the paperwork to sign to close the store, your shit gets splashed, my nigga. Welcome to the Bay Area, bro. It's just what we do. We do it all. Splash shit, line them up, stain gang. We do all that, bro. Trap.
Bip City.
Everything, bro. Out the bitch, you name it, we doing it.
Off the bitch.
Working with our Hondos. You know, this baby Honduras right here, man. You feel me?
Shocking discovery in California.
Baby Honduras übrigens, das ist auch interessant.
Is drug trade. Hundreds of San Francisco's dealers are coming to our state from just one place, the small town of Staiy Valley. It's in the middle of Honduras. You can see in these pictures the many homes in the Staiy Valley are built with images of familiar Bay Area icons.
I work at La Cocina up the street. It's about 30, 40 Hondos out in front of that motherfucker every day selling dope.
Hey, what the fuck? What you want, bruh? Don't be recording all of that up in my face, bruh. Get that shit up on, bro. Don't fuck around like that, bruh.
The Hondas are Hondurans, and they're posted on every block.
Police roll right past. They don't get out. They don't roll their window down. They don't say shit. They just look at them, keep going.
What's going on with the Honduran gangs here?
As far as I know it, you get a lot of like young people that are trying to cross into the country, and so they get sponsored. You get a lot of Mexican cartels that are offering basically protection to these young people, and then once you're here, you're working for them.
This is a very important part of the story. I had a chance to speak with a couple hondos, but I did so off camera. Putting them on camera could put them and their families at serious risk. Here's how it works, and here's why they're in San Francisco. Let's start with the history of fentanyl. Fentanyl is produced by China, or in China, depending on how you look at it. They sell most of their product legally to American pharmaceutical companies, like Johnson & Johnson, who owns the patent to fentanyl patches, fentanyl candy, and fentanyl liquid IV drip.
Fentanyl is used in operating rooms and to control pain after surgery.
Much like Nike, Apple, and other American...
Das ist wieder so ein Moment, wo man denkt, alle sollten gleich viel wert sein, aber man weiß, es würde einer Gesellschaft echt gut tun, wenn man ein paar von ihnen erschießt. Weißt du, was dir gut tut? Ein permanenter Ausschluss in diesem Kanal, Bruder. Weil wenn du sowas denkst, da zieht's aber im Kopf, Bruder.
Corporations looking to save money by outsourcing production to countries with lax labor regulations. American pharmaceutical companies literally procured trillion-dollar contracts with Chinese medicine manufacturers to produce cheap generics of many of our favorite drugs today. Percocet. Oxycontin. Xanax. Promethazine and codeine, aka Dirty Sprite. And last but not least, the man of the hour, fentanyl. There's not really any music about fentanyl, yet.
Fentanyl is going to bind
to
your opioid receptors in your central nervous system.
Well, at some point, these Chinese manufacturers realized there was more eager clients besides Johnson & Johnson. And the coolest thing about these new clients, they don't even need you to actually make the fentanyl. All they need is the analog precursors, sodium borohydride and chloride. They bake it down, bag it up, and smuggle it into the US. These companies were the Sinaloa cartel and the Jalisco New Generation cartel, $2 billion Mexican drug empires competing for control of smuggling routes into the United States. And so it began.
Drug overdoses are killing more Americans now than at any time in history.
100,000 people died. At 22 years old, Sawyer Post made a mistake. He tried Percocet, a prescription painkiller.
The Percocet itself was laced with fentanyl. Unfortunately, my son.
Krista says she believes this was Trinity's first time trying drugs.
9-year-old died from a fentanyl overdose.
Every day, 200 Americans die from a fentanyl overdose. Since 2018, which is around when these American-funded Chinese manufacturers began working with the cartels in Mexico, that number is now over 260,000 people. In San Francisco, about 2 people die from an overdose every day. Here is
Das wird jetzt extrem traurig, Chat. Ich finde es wichtig, dass man das jetzt sieht. Man sieht auch nichts wirklich, aber das ist jetzt extrem traurig. Also das, was jetzt kommt. Kurze Triggerwarnung, ja.
Some incredibly sad footage of a husband handing over his wife's body to the San Francisco medical examiners.
Bye-bye, Vicky. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Vicky. Bye-bye, girl. Let me see it. Bye-bye. I love you, Vicky. I love you, life. I love you to death. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, girl. I'm sorry.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, here, man. Thank you. I can't take it anymore. You didn't even know Vicky, did you?
No.
Now, what you have to understand is that from a distribution standpoint, the current fentanyl crisis is much different than America's last significant drug crisis, which was the crack cocaine epidemic in the 1980s. Back then, cartels...
In den 80ern. Wir haben hier die Bestätigung.
And possibly the CIA sold directly to American gangs to distribute in places like Los Angeles, Miami, and New York City. However, over time, the cartels realized that it was...
Es ist einfach egal, was man... Also man findet... ich muss das mal sagen, ne? Das ist aber auch so ein Streaming-Ding. Es ist egal, was man für eindeutig kritisch oder was man für Footage sieht, wo man glaubt, jeder hat so die gleiche Position. Weißt du, was ich meine? Also jeder versteht, dass das ein extrem krasser Moment ist und so, dass da gerade jemand seine Frau verloren hat und so und dass das halt extrem crazy ist. Aber es gibt immer irgendeinen Hurensohn, der irgendeine dumme Scheiße schreibt. Hier schreibt jemand, zumindest durfte er sich verabschieden. Fragezeichen. Weißt du? Ich denke, es ist so, Alter, jeder versteht, was da aufgezeichnet auf der Kamera passiert, ne? Aber es gibt einfach immer diesen einen Kommentar und ich banne jedes Mal Leute, ich banne natürlich jedes Mal Leute weg, bei denen ich denke, dass das vollkommen verstrahlt ist. So, wie kannst du sowas schreiben? So, wie kann man sowas schreiben, ja? Und aus irgendeinem verstrahlten Moment heraus wird sowas halt gemacht. Aber ich denke, Alter, why? Und ich schwöre euch, egal wie einvernehmlich man glaubt, dass sowas ist, es gibt irgendwo diesen einen dämlichen Hurensohn, der das schafft. Also wirklich, es gibt diesen einen vollkommen verstrahlten Wichser, der es schafft, so einen Kommentar zu schreiben. Und am Ende zu sagen, also ich habe das ja gar nicht so gemeint. Ich habe das ja überhaupt nicht, das war ja vollkommen aus dem Kontext gerissen. Und ich kann jetzt schon sagen, dass die Entbannungsanfrage, die das beinhalten wird. Ja, das war ja auf dem Kontext, aber habe ich nicht so gemeint. So, Meinungsfreiheit, Alter, Hals, Maul. Das ist einfach dumm, ich verstehe das nicht. Ich sehe es und denke mir, es ist unglaublich.
It's much more profitable to import their own dealers into the United States from impoverished third world nations. This is what's going on with the Hondurans. The cartel scouts in the slums of Central America and finds working-age males in poverty. They promise them free, safe passage up north into the United States. Now, we at Channel 5 may or may not have recently gone to Latin America to follow in the footsteps of one of these Honduran migrants.
Fucking crazy, die sind einfach hingereist.
But I will tell you this, shortly after being smuggled across the US border, many of these Hondurans are driven straight to San Francisco, given a package of fentanyl, given a street corner, and told they must sell it to pay off their coyotes. Anyways, more from the FEA gang.
Just got a real quick tag right here.
You guys going to the dead show? Have fun. I will.
Ich glaube, dass viel von dem, was hier gerade graffiti-technisch übrigens passiert, weil die Kamera läuft. Also so ordne ich das zumindest ein. Ich weiß nicht, wie ihr das seht, aber ich denke, die Motivation, um das zu tun, was die gerade tun, auch das mit dem Bus und so, tun sie, um sich so ein bisschen zu profilieren. Vor der Kamera halt.
As I stood on Market Street with FEA, a group of middle schoolers from Oakland approached us with backpacks full of candy for sale.
You take cash out, little brother? Yeah, for sure. I'm watching I got beautiful stuff. Mine's like 30. I got hella shit. You want some candy?
At first, I wasn't sure what was going on, but my new friend broke it down.
Yeah, so behind us right here, man, you know what I'm saying? We got these kids, I say about 12 to 15, 16. You heard one of them, he say from Oakland, so they hop on board, come out here. This is money zone. Like I said, I ain't from out here either. Everybody comes out here from other cities. Rarely will you find someone from the city that's actually out here hustling. Basically what they did, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak too deep on it, but come here with some backpacks, go to a store, fill it up with candy, walk down Market, and the tourists, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna buy it. They think, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, okay, look at these kids, they're trying to, they got their little hustle going on here, we respect it, they could be...
Also vielleicht auch unabhängig von der Kamera natürlich. Ich spekuliere nur, dass das dazu beitragen könnte, sie zu motivieren, weißt du?
And shit, this and that, so we're gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? Little do they know, but then, you know, you graduate. Now you figure out about bipping. Now you figure about house licks. Now you figure about playing with guns. Now you start, you know what I'm saying? You expand your horizon. You feel me? Bro, it ends up how me and my nigga Dre's ended up, bro. You start going to juvenile hall, and then you go to county jail, and then you go to prison. But he's supporting the young niggas, because we used to do some shit like that too.
The escalation of crime is pretty interesting.
Oh, it is. You know, they start looking up to the wrong kind of things too. Like they'll look up to my nigga right here, you feel me? Bape outfit, you know, off-white belts, Jordans. That's the ultimate goal is I want to be out here saucy, you know what I'm saying? There's no talking to the young generation either. They don't want to hear it because I didn't want to hear it.
Is it possible to like stop people from going down this road?
Not really, because if you want it, you're going to get it. Yeah, I was the same way. You know, I was going to juvenile hall, motherfuckers was trying to preach this and preach that, and...
What you gonna do when you're making no money and you dropping out of high school? Got a baby on the way with a lady. She don't understand you a little crazy. You can't even stop. You're stealing from your parents and running from the cops. Yeah, let me keep it real, take a moment, look back. Every kid's got a dream that it wasn't be a drug addict. If you wanna be high, be a hope dealer.
I don't want to hear none of it, you feel me?
Cool.
I don't want to hear what you guys change your life and this and that and what it leads to. Like, I ain't tripping, bro.
What are your aspirations for your life? Be honest.
Me? Shit, I'm trying to get it together now, man. I've spent way too many years fucking up, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting...
Eminems Vater arbeitet also im Jugendvollzug.
I'm getting close to 30 now, bro, and it's just trying to get into a union or something like that. That's the plan right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the process of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of behind the scenes with this shit. You feel me? This is just...
Damn, you guys bought hella candy. What the fuck? You see how much candy they got?
It's not even about the candy, man. It's just the support.
You know what I mean? You gotta support.
Shit, I'm about to head back to San but my niggas gonna be out here. Pleasure meeting you, bro.
My new friends from FEA said they had to go back to San but I wanted to keep checking out the streets of the Tenderloin. So they linked me up with their friend named Antoine, who is a couple blocks away.
Hey, what's up with my loved one? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I done seen everything in San Francisco. The only thing I ain't never seen, a bitch that I need and a turtle with speed, nigga, on everything I love, nigga. The bippin' shit is going bananas, nigga, look. When I say bananas, nigga, on everything, nigga, I swear to God, I quit my... We ain't gonna get into all that, but just know, if your cousin show up into your house at 3 in the morning with a duffel bag and he happy, he did his thug thizzle that evening, you feel me? And it's a little petty crime, a little slap on the wrist, you feel me? I'm talking about you go sit up in county about 3-4 days, depending on what kind of prize you got, and they gonna let you write about that motherfucker. Motherfuckers get right back up in that motherfucker. Petty crime. Sparkies on the leash, top, and pull that motherfucker right back. Spark plugs and break a window quicker than a bip on my mama.
What the fuck?
So can you tell us where we're at and what's going on?
Man, we is on 8th and Market, the notorious 8th and Market. You can find everything down here on 8th and Market, from hygiene bottles to fentanyl to bikes to wheelchairs. If you want a wheelchair, you come down here and get a wheelchair. So if you want some apple juice or canned goods, you get it for the low. You ain't gotta go to Food Court Safeway. Come right here.
Jacob
Alles geklaut. Alles, die klauen das aus den Läden, setzen sich auf die Straße und resellen das. Ja.
Bashevsky, who owns Fermentation Lab on Market Street, says crime in the mid-market area has worsened post-pandemic.
I wish there was more that could be done.
So it's cool with me because I've been in San Francisco all my life. But for people that just moving out here, it's really hurting them because they're not used to this. So it's like the people that's gentrifying and coming into our neighborhood in these new tech company buildings and stuff are the ones that's complaining. If you don't like it, go back home. I'm okay with that. Shit, I'm tired of San Francisco being packed. Go ahead, close this motherfucker down. Let us get back to who we was before. The people that's been here, we okay with this. This has been going on before our time. This has been going on for years and decades. It's just visible now because they don't have nowhere to put them. Because if you look at documentaries from 1980s in San Francisco, they've been doing this. This been going on.
The rush is what got me.
I'm not gonna say we cool with it, but we understand it. We see how it goes. We okay with that.
This guy's doing a nitrous balloon. You think he's here for the great...
Horror für den Deutschen, keine Kassenzettel. Oh mein Gott, stell mal vor, du gehst dahin. Ja, ist die Schokolade oder ist die Seife da zu verkaufen? Ja klar, $2. Krieg ich auch eine Quittung? What the...
Grateful Dead show, or you think he's a homeless guy? You here for the Grateful Dead show, or are you living on the streets?
All gas, no break.
Hell yeah.
All gas, no break. There you go.
I think at this point, it's important to note that this entire documentary was pretty much filmed in a 6-block radius that composes one particular neighborhood in the city. This neighborhood is called the Tenderloin. Since the 1890s, it's been nicknamed the Tenderloin because it was suggested that police who patrolled the area...
Oh, jetzt, wichtiger Faktor. Vorhin haben Leute geschrieben, Alter, warum machen die Polizei da nichts? Das ist interessant.
It's been nicknamed the Tenderloin because it was suggested that police who patrolled the area receive additional hazard pay bonuses. Also supplement their income with bribes from local brothels, gambling halls, speakeasies, and so forth. And ultimately receive such a good payout, they could afford tenderloin steaks for dinner every night. The point I'm making is that for over 100 years, cops in Frisco have turned a blind eye to crime in the Tenderloin. Much like the downtown east side in Vancouver, BC, Canada, or the Kensington area of North Philadelphia, they consider it to be a containment policy. If they allow certain things like open-air drug markets to occur in a specific contained zone, then crime is unlikely to occur in more affluent nearby neighborhoods. The same is true in San Francisco. Just a stone's throw away from the Tenderloin are very affluent neighborhoods like Nob Hill, Pacific Heights and North Beach.
Das heißt, um das nochmal zu übersetzen, für Leute, die das nicht verstanden haben, weil sie Englisch in der Schule nicht nur geschwänzt haben, sondern auch keine Serien auf Englisch gucken, um ihr Wissen zu erweitern, Digga. Bruder, mach das doch einfach. Die Polizei hat ein Gebiet geschaffen, wo sie kriminelle Aktivitäten, sowas wie Drogen verkaufen und so weiter, erlauben, damit in dem Umkreis um das Gebiet ist, sich das nicht ausweitet. Sie haben sozusagen wie eine Art Kontaminationszone geschaffen, wo du das machen kannst, wo das auch gemacht wird. Und alles, was drumrum passiert, hat dann sozusagen keine Auswirkung, weniger Kriminalität. Es ist wie so eine kontrollierte Keimzelle, könnte man sagen, unter Umständen. Eine No-Safe-Zone um das PvP-Gebiet, ne? Alles drumrum ist PvE.
These neighborhoods have a high police presence and low crime rates.
Anyways, that's a story for another day. I wanted to check out some of the open-air drug markets that were allegedly in the Tenderloin.
Antoine agreed to show me the biggest one, but he was a bit nervous about filming.
So what is this block up here that we're about to walk to?
This the block. This the block. If you gonna see, but that's the block, you feel me? But it's just a popular block where things happen. Things happen.
So, und jetzt kommen die rein.
For downtown, you know, like, we finna go check in with them. You know, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. I passed through, but I don't know enough, you know, to be right here, but...
Video! Und zack, block is shut down.
I'm gonna let them go, you feel me? And do how they do when they do it.
So what's this block called again?
The Woo block, W-O-O block. I'm not from here, I don't hang out down here, but I know about it because I'm a San Franciscan. And just know, this block get a little crazy at times depending on what's going on, you feel me? It's a go-to block, one-stop shop. If you want to get something, they gonna have something, everything. That's why I said I'm gonna let the Hawk twins let you know.
What's going on, y'all, man? Y'all made it to the city, man, where it's pretty at. We on the Woo block, man. We is trapping over here, man. Selling weed, slapping booties and making movies, man.
I can never switch, I can never snitch. I can never fuck with niggas acting like a bitch. I can never fold, could never be a hoe. I ain't never been a trick, I forever get the dough. I can never switch, I can never snitch. I can never fuck with niggas acting like a bitch. I can never fold, could never be a hoe. I ain't never been a trick, I forever get the dough.
Till I get $1 million deal, I'm still gonna sell dope on this hill, man.
How would you guys describe the current state of San Francisco?
I mean, shit, it's a bunch of shit going on, but this shit ain't nothing new, you know? Everything that's going on right now been going on. It's just more so like, they making it easier for motherfuckers. You know, they giving out needles, they giving out shit, you know?
Falls ihr euch fragt, warte mal, steht ihr da auf offener Straße mit einem fucking riesigen Weedbag? So auf absolut übel angelehnt? Ja, ja, ja. Und fragt ihr euch sicherlich, wird man jetzt gleich ein Close-Up sehen, dass eine Polizeipatrouille vorbeifährt? Vielleicht, I don't know.
It's part of San Francisco's public health strategy called harm reduction, taking...
Warum haben die alle eine Frisur wie scheiße Björk? Digga, ich meine, ich bin wirklich bin der Letzte, der Typ, der Bodyshaming sollte, ne? Aber warum sehen die alle im Kopf aus wie Björk?
Steps to reduce the negative consequences of using drugs.
Aluminum foil. This is a lot of it.
What is it used for?
This is used so they can put their fentanyl on here, and then they burn it and they smoke it through a straw.
Shit, they just passed the law. They don't take you to jail for stealing no more. You get cited and released. They damn near making it easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. So that's why everyone off dope come to the city. It's easy to be on dope. The police don't give a fuck, because they ain't gonna take no dope fiend to jail, because they ain't gonna make no money off of it. They'd rather take me and Tyler to jail, because they know we gonna bail out. They gonna make some money off of us.
Yeah, I'm a done daughter. Think I let it smell of that gunpowder. Pass the whole little bro so he can get some funds out of it.
Yeah. They don't take crackheads to jail because it's no money in it. They don't have no money. They're not gonna pay no fines. Yeah. My son go to school right here. I take my son to school, and he looking at the niggas, the dude smoking dope right here. You know what I mean? So if you live here, it is kind of a problem, because your kids are raised up watching people smoking dope on the side of the street, and that ain't cool. it is not good, you know. So I feel like they should give them a certain area where they can smoke dope at. It's a disease, motherfuckers off heroin and shit. If they stop doing heroin, they will die. So it's more so like instead of killing them, we gonna give them some.
Weed ist doch legal in Kalifornien, oder? Ich glaube, der Besitz ist egal, aber der Vertrieb, der unlizenzierte Vertrieb nicht. Und ich möchte sagen, dass der unlizenzierte Vertrieb aus einer riesigen Plastiktüte, also ich meine, sich unter Umständen als problematisch herausstellen könnte. Aber vielleicht haben die eine Lizenz. Kann sein.
Clean needles, or they gonna catch AIDS, you know, and be out here, you know.
Just standing right here. They just drove past 4-5 deep. They should be up there, but they down here.
The police, they'd rather pull up on me talking about we the real tool.
Ich gehe nicht davon aus, dass es sich hier ausschließlich um Eigenbedarf handelt. Hm? Bei dem halben Kilo Gras. Aber, naja.
There was some twin police. They pulled up on us like, we the real twins.
Take y'all real twin ass up the street and go do some work.
So, das war die San Fran Doku, die ich euch unbedingt zeigen wollte. Das war wild, oder? Also wenn euch das nächste Mal jemand erzählen will, von rechtspopulistischen Parteien oder von konservativen Parteien, das mit der Kriminalität ist ganz schön schlimm geworden, dann bleibt cool.